Alrighty. If everybody's getting in here, let me get to the comment section. How are y'all doing? Give me a little thumbs up this afternoon or this evening, this morning, wherever you are in the world. You find the music, cut that off. Music's off. And can you hear me? Tanya, how are you doing? And let's see. Vicky Rogers, happy Saturday. Hope you're having a nice weekend. And we're at cheers from, is it North Florida? So hot and muggy too. Doing good. Good. Yes, awesome. Yeah, we got up to, I think yesterday was 99. And then after 3 days of rain, it's just like just being a sauna out there. And then it got a little dried up today. Hello, how are you doing, Arlene? Welcome. And Carrie, welcome. We have Virginia. Hello. Yep, sun in full effect. So yeah, so I'll be out here. I'm not going to keep y'all too long tonight. This kind of be a short one. I kind of want to give you a little idea what's going on and where we're going. And I have this idea of what to do. Now, some people are a little confused about like me showing people how to make money and posting on social media and stuff like that. But I'm going to explain all of that real quick and what I've got planned. And it's not always just about making money. It's just more about getting our message out there and helping more people and spreading the message of how to grow your own food. And let's see, hot in Texas. Yes. I've heard from a couple of people today about Texas. It's gorgeous in Michigan right now. We envy you. Yeah, someone told me they were somewhere it was like upper 70s. I forget what state they were in. I was like, oh, I would have loved that. But let's see. So we got one coming in from Facebook. So I'm hooked up to both of them. Cool. Alrighty. So we're going to be doing a whole lot of things coming up, and we're still like growing a lot of things. I'll be having those videos, and I'm showing a lot of people because the important thing is always sharing and getting it out. And some people don't realize how powerful that is. And all of you do it, and it really helps. But there's this one exercise I always do. Let me type it in here. Oh, only 65. Wow. Yeah, 72. Gorgeous. 65. Wow. But if you guys, have you ever thought about like when you share and like we're trying to tell more people how to grow their food, and you shared and a couple people see it in that, but you never see where it goes from there. And it doesn't have to be anything big, and it doesn't have to be anything like where you have to contact all your friends and family and they have to go tell everyone. Because have you ever done this thing if you take like 1 penny, or we'll just say one thing, it doesn't even have to be a penny, and you multiply by 2, and it's 2. So we're going to say that's one person. That's you. And on day 1, you just tell one other person. So on day 2, both of you tell another person. Now it's 4, right? On day 4, we're up to 8. And then you're up to 16. If you did that for only a month, if you only did that, and nobody cheat and get out a calculator right now, or if you already know the answer, if you only did that for 30 days, how many people do you think you would reach? And now everybody's going in their head 16, 32, 64, right? And once it starts going exponential, it's really mind blowing. But if you get out a calculator and you just say times 2, times 2, times 2, and everybody, so that means the first person is going to tell like 30 people, because it's 30 days, they're going to tell one more person. And the next person on that day is only going to tell 29. And the person who comes in on the second week is only going to tell 21 people, because they're going to do it 21 days. And as you get closer to the end, the people come in like the last week, they're only going to spend 1 or 2 days telling somebody. But if everybody keeps up that 1 and 1 and 1, by the end of 30 days, I'll type it in here because it comes up to 536 million, or 537 million almost. That's how many people everyone can reach in 1 month. So, it's everything doesn't have to happen in a month. Some of you guys have been following me for years, right? So if you told someone something one day, once a month, and the next month you did, and the next month you did, and you're following me for 3 days or 3 years, this is the same thing. And this is how things go, and it just keeps going exponential. So that's a big number. I'll leave that up there just so everyone can kind of see it and that can kind of sink in. So when I tell people, that you guys are the ones that are helping and you're sharing, because you might tell a friend, or you might just put it on your social media, and somebody that knows a friend of a friend just sees it, and that was cool, and they learn something, and they go tell someone else. They don't even know anything about my channel. So this stuff goes out, and we don't even know about it, but that's how all of a sudden somebody says something somewhere, and they go, oh yeah, I saw something like that on YouTube or Reddit or wherever, right? So that's the power of sharing. And sometimes we make it sound like it's hard, like everybody take something and everybody share. And that's the reason why, is because if we consistently just do that, we can really get the word out. So what I'm trying to do is, instead of just asking everybody all the time, yeah, over 500 million people in 1 month. So instead of just keep going, share, could you share? And a lot of you do that out of the goodness of your heart. And so I want to show a lot of people how they can make some money doing this, because, this isn't like everybody starting a business or wanting to get rich. But if you can make a little bit of extra money doing it, then you'd be more apt to do it. And then I think it's also, I can't pay a bunch of people to go out there and spread the word. So this is just my way that I'm going to try and build like an army of people that want to get out there and learn how to grow their own food and just do simple things like this, not anything complicated, and take that and share it with other people and keep sharing it. And sooner or later, I'm going to show inside the course different ways that you can monetize and get money. You don't have to get like monetized where you hear like YouTubers don't make any money. They've got things like affiliate links and all kinds of stuff that I can teach you. And the course is going to be free. So I'm going to be putting people in there, and that's when I want to help people who want to learn. People who don't want to, don't have to. We're still going to be growing food, sharing with everyone, and doing it the way we've been doing it for 7 years. But there's some people out there who want to go to the next level. And so that's what I'm doing, is just teaching people, because this is just our way. I'm only one person. I can only reach so many people. And my goal is to teach the world how to feed itself. So to do that, I'm going to need more and more people to do that. And there's huge opportunities for people to do things. So by Monday or Tuesday, come hell or high water, I'm going to have the course at least opened up. And I've got 2 posts where I asked if people were interested, and hundreds of people said, yeah, I'm in. So if you're one of the persons who said, yeah, I'm in, keep an eye out for it. I'll post it in the message board in my broadcasts. I'll also start going down when I get some time and actually message people individually and give them the link to it. And this is all free. Y'all can go into it. We're going to start with a couple tutorials kind of explaining everything like I'm doing here. I'm just going to explain the overall outline, see if it's something you like. And then I'm going to do some live streams in there just like this, but it'll be pertaining to that, how to make videos, like we were doing the editing. And I'll actually go over the technical stuff, and then we'll actually edit videos in there. I'll help you do it, and we can have there's all kinds of stuff we can do. I'm going to be holding everyone's hands, and I want everyone to succeed. So when we're in there, if you have questions, I'll be available. We'll have live streams, and I'm going to have my email. I might even set up an email just for that. So this is going to help a lot of people out. If you want to make, like I said, we're not thinking we're all going to be millionaires, right? Or this isn't like some get rich quick scheme or anything. This is, doing something you love, gardening and growing, and you're happy telling other people. So while you do that, if you can have a little bit of money coming in, it could pay some bills. It could pay for some, like if you want better editing software, or you want to get a good camera, or you want to save money for a vacation. And there's all kinds of ways to do that. So we're going to be doing a lot of that. And then the way I'm going to help y'all, even if you don't make money, you can learn something from these classes. Yes. Will that be on a membership on YouTube? Yeah, I'll put it in there too. Um, YouTube's kind of funky. Everything comes on one page. I might I'll take you all from the membership from YouTube. If you're on YouTube and you're in the membership, um, I'll get your email or whatever, and I'll manually insert you over there too, so you'll have access to all of them. And I can upload those videos to YouTube, but everything's just kind of hard to find there for members. So I don't put a whole lot in there because it's not really sorted out too well. But I will work all that out. That's something we're going to work out. And I especially, you know, you guys are the ones that are helping support this channel, and you're making all of this possible. So I'm definitely gonna, you know, be taking care of y'all and actually hold your hand a lot more than everyone else. So whatever you really need, you know, I'll go ahead and be there. So because it's, you know, I don't want to just say this and just throw it out there and people just read it and just move on. I want you to actually be doing it because um, if you're on this channel and you're looking for cheap and easy gardening, you might need some help. And then if you're doing it, lots of people are doing it for fun. Some people are doing it for a hobby. Some people are just cheap, like me. You know, I like saving money, and I buy clothes at the thrift store. And some people just like it, but there's also some people that just kind of need it. So if you're growing food anyway, if you've got a garden, and this pertains to other things like Alicia said, that you can learn from these classes. I'm going to teach you how to do with gardening, but if your passion is knitting or riding a bike or hang gliding or whatever, and you have something a little different that you think you can teach people, I'm going to show you different ways to do it. I'm going to teach you things that, like, you know, how to catch people's attention and the really important stuff when you put stuff out. So I'm a little hoarse. I'm not going to talk too much tonight. And the reason why I'm hoarse is I talked with 3 individuals this morning from another platform, and they're all going to be starting social media, and I let them pick my brain, and I answer questions for them, and we talked for 3 hours straight with no break, and that just gets me excited because that's me being able to explain all of these things, and I didn't have anything written down and scripted out. They were just asking questions, so I've got it kind of clear in my head because I've been doing it for 7 years. So I'm helping them. I'm going to help hold them by the hand if they need it, and I'm going to help you guys as much as you can. And I just think it's fair. Well, how would that be if there was, now we'll say if there's, you know, just 10 more people out there that can start stuff like me and have a channel and just putting stuff out into the world. And then what if there's 100 or 1,000 more of them out there? Believe it or not, on YouTube, there's just YouTube. Don't think Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all these other channels, just YouTube. There's over 30 million creators. So if we're talking just another 1,000 of us in there, what's 1,000 compared to 30 million, right? So there's room for everyone. And lots of opportunities. So if you're going to be doing it, putting in the work, you can get a little bit of money. It'll start coming in. You can build it up. And who knows, some people might be able to go part-time, and or if you're working full-time and thinking about a part-time job, or you're already doing that. I worked 3 jobs at one time. I know what it's like. And believe me, this was, my son was in school, and I think he was only in 2nd grade or something. I was working 3 jobs. I was working my main job, and then I had another job at night that I was cooking. And then I had one job that was basically like graveyard shift. It was IHOP that was open 24 hours, right? So I could go work a couple hours over there, and I was putting in like over 80 hours a week. And sometimes in between those 3 jobs, you know, I try to get time off in between. Sometimes it was just a few hours, and I would drive home, jump in the shower, eat something, and crash on the couch and power nap for like an hour or 2 hours, and then the alarm would go off and I'd get up and head off to the next job. And so I was on the couch a lot. And when my wife, who was taking care of the kids, would pick up the kids, bring them home, they would see me like that. So I try to go up to, they had parents night, PTA. So I happened to be off, you know, from 3 jobs. I happened to be off that day, and I told my wife I'll go up with her, and we go up, and I went in my son's classroom, and they had all these pictures up that all the kids had drawn. DJ, what's up? Roseanne. And I was going by and all these, they were drawing pictures of the parents and like the parents and what they did, like fireman or teacher, and they were drawing pictures of their parents. And I got to mine and I was on the couch. My son drew me with crayons on a couch, sleeping, and he wrote, "My dad is so lazy," because he didn't understand, that all the jobs I was working and what I was doing. A lot of the time he saw me, I was like power napping, and it was like one day a week that I actually got to spend time. So I knew it's when I had to like cut back and stop doing so much. But that was kind of tough. So I know what it's like. Some of you all out there and working, and if you're working a full-time job and you're thinking I might need a part-time job, wouldn't it be cool if you could do something and just film with your phone? You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need a microphone like this. You can just use your phone and film what you like. If you like gardening and you've got stuff like this just growing all around, especially if you do something a little different than everyone else. But even if you're just gardening like a traditional garden, you can still get out there and film and talk about it and put it up, and you're going to find a little bit of a crowd. And this course, the free course, is not talking about everybody being like the next big million followers channel or anything. This is about people. What I explained to the people I was talking about today was everything is always like this: zero, and here's the top. This is all the channels you see with millions of followers and millions of views, right? And when they go to, you want to be a YouTuber or something, everybody's always talking about going from here to here, and that's all they talk about. But this is not like a steep climb. This is a stairway. There's different steps, and there's lots of different levels, and not everyone has to make it to this level. There's a couple of different levels that you can get up to that you might be happy just at that level. You don't have to aspire to be a multi-millionaire YouTuber, but you can have an income coming in and not really burn out because you're just, keep trying to dig in and trying to get to the top. So there's a lot of happiness in between here that nobody talks about. And that's why there's so much burnout and everyone quits, because everyone wants to be this. So nobody's happy in between. And there's a whole lot of happy in between there. If you can make an extra $1,000 a month, what could that do for you? So that, that's not rich. That's probably like a part-time job or something, right? But could you pay some bills? And if you couldn't, if that was like extra money, you just put it aside. My wife, when who remembers MySpace? Way back when, my wife was on MySpace and she was writing little posts, and then they offered her. They were one of the first ones that like monetized, and it wasn't really monetizing. If you got so much engagement, they would send you a gift certificate, and I think it was Amazon back then, Amazon or Walmart, something like that, one of the big ones. And so there was no such thing as people getting monetized. And she got so much engagement, and it said, "Do you want to, work for whatever the reward was?" And she checked yes, and she was getting these gift certificates in the mail. And she would go shopping with it, and it was just from writing little blogs or whatever, writing little things and putting them out, and people sitting there talking about whatever the subject was. So there's lots of opportunities out there, whether people know it or not. And that was from way back at MySpace. Now, all of the platforms that used to be just YouTube, all the platforms are doing different things too. And we're going to explain this inside the course. Like I said, I'm not going to try to confuse you all right now, but there's lots of opportunities. There's things like we were talking about, the affiliate links, and you can, start getting an audience, start building a new channel. And once you become an affiliate with like Amazon, then you just put, you guys have all heard all the creators on here going, "Hey, if you're going to buy this, go check my link down there. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps support our channel," just stuff like that. It's all possible, and everyone can do it. And I'll be there to help y'all if anybody needs anything. Like I said, I made extra money by picking stuff up off the side of the road and putting it on Facebook Marketplace. And some people said they wouldn't do that, but I picked up a cast iron sink, and it was free. I picked it up. It was heavy. Everybody kept driving by it, and I picked it up and threw it in the back of the car, brought it home, scrubbed it up, and the next day I sold it for $100. And it was just laying on the side of the road. So when I see something, It's like seeing $100 laying on the side of the road instead of just garbage. Somebody threw a headboard out, king size headboard. It was good shape. And we had a little car. We put it on top of our car. It was in our neighborhood. Me and Keely drove home, and I was holding, when you see people holding it, we drove home. I wiped it down, rubbed a little Old English on it, took a picture of it, and later that day sold it for $75. And it was just on the side of the road. So there's things that you can do to make extra money. You just have to have the will to do it. And if you can do things like that, that can kind of supplement and everything. It's just like what I'm going to teach you, all the things when you start posting. If you have a little bit coming in from AdSense and a little bit coming in from affiliate links and a little bit coming in from this and that, then it kind of trickles in and you don't keep thinking about it. You just have money dripping into your account. And for a lot of people, that would help tremendously. So not everybody has to become like full-time creators or YouTuber or Facebook or anything. And like I said, but there's a whole lot of happiness in between here and there. And I can teach you how to do it. I did that too. Picked up something at the dump, cleaned it, sold it at my yard sale. Yeah, it's mind-blowing. It was going to Goodwill. It's a little tougher now because they figured out we're picking up stuff and we were reselling it. But I was going through and Keely saw a little belt inside of a plastic case. Wasn't even open, brand new. And it's just somebody had passed away and they took all their stuff and threw it in there. And I looked at it, it was a golf belt. I don't even know what a golf belt is or why, you have a special belt for golf, but it was still in its case with the name. And I scanned it, saw how much it was. We paid $2.99 for it. And I sent it in to Amazon. You've got to get an account. That's a whole nother thing. And it sold in a couple of weeks for like $60. And then Keely found like some diabetic socks for people with diabetes, and something for pregnant women, a support belt or something. And all of these things were like $1.99 or something. And I was putting it up on there and selling it for 30 or $40. And these were things that were like brand new. So there's tons of stuff that you can do. And, that's kind of getting off the path of what we're talking about. But those are the things that I did, like when we're starting this up and you're not making a ton of money at first. And there's different things you can do to, have some extra income come in. So if you're worried about your groceries, and I hear so many people saying there's tough times ahead and what happens if this happens or if the government does this, and we're not going to be able to get seeds anymore. There's lots of worries out there. So if you can learn how to do things and you can learn to survive and be scrappy, there's a lot of opportunity out there. And then if you can take that knowledge and show other people, especially if it's like growing food, and they get excited. And just like I said, most of my comments in that I save a bunch of them. I just copy and paste it. It's because people say, thank you. You've helped me. You helped my family. We're able to spend a little more money on our other bills because we're saving on our grocery bill. That kind of stuff makes you feel good. And you guys, if you start getting messages like that, that'll motivate you to do more. If you're like a humanitarian, some people are out there that they just want to earn more money and go buy some clothes. And that's all fine too. I'm not demonizing anything. So this is just the way I am. And I want to try and help as many people in the world as I can. And I'm thinking, I've been doing 7 years and all I do is, plant some stuff, make a video, put it out, answer comments. And I'm thinking, how can I do more? How can we expand our reach? And the only way is like to get more people. And instead of asking everybody to do it for free, please share, everybody share. It may sound like I'm begging for you to share my videos. And then all that attention just comes back to me, right? So it's always about me and growing a channel. I want to put that attention and share that attention with all of you and let you go out and start your own and start pushing it out there, and people start watching you. And then whoever you help, they go start watching them, and then see this number. That's what happens. One person does one thing and then that person does something. So instead of me asking one person to share, and then that's 2 people, and then that's 4 people, and then that's 8 people, this is like I'm teaching somebody to go do it that might affect thousands of people, that might affect millions of people. And then those people might go affect millions of people too. Okay, I can listen. How do I sign up? Just watch the channels. Like I said, early next week, I'm going to put out another post and let y'all know where to go and get into the course. And it's just going to be a beginning thing, right? I'll have an introduction, and we're going to figure out as we go along. I'm going to have an outline and try to go through it. So anybody who starts right at the beginning, we'll start topic 1, and I'll put those videos out. And if you guys watch it and you can absorb it and you understand it, we'll move on to topic 2. But if people need a little more explanation or a little more hand holding, then we can have a live stream or something, or I can make a video explaining the questions that people had, and then we'll move on to question 2. And then that way we kind of go through the whole thing instead of just dumping the whole thing on top of you and you trying to go through it and have an information overload. Gonna share, bro. Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Community Gardens. Thank you. Me and my family are so grateful. Awesome for you lighting the dark. No, wait. Thank you very much. I'm just trying my best. I'm trying to figure something out because you guys hear me say this is the best time in history to reach out and connect with people. We've got an amazing tool, and a lot of people, this can be used for bad, right? And we see bad stuff all the time, but the internet itself is not inherently bad. It's what we do. And every time we get on here and interact, we make a conscious decision if we're going to put good into the world or if we're going to put bad into the world. So when we say the internet's bad, are we contributing to that bad, or are we trying to outweigh that bad? So I sit here and I preach that all the time. So what I'm thinking is I've got this amazing tool. Nobody's ever had it throughout history. And I can click a couple of buttons and connect with people on the other side of the world, which is like mind blowing. I think about stuff like at a deeper level instead of just, oh, it's the internet and we post stuff and people see it. This is, I'm reaching somebody in Germany who, you know, if it's nighttime here, it's like daytime over there. And somebody in Chile was asking me how to grow something. And so it's really mind blowing what we can do. And my brain just keeps thinking, how can we use that to reach more people? Teach a man to fish. Exactly. That's what we're going to be doing. Thank you for all your help. Yeah, no problem. It's like I said, I'm just one man, so I'm trying to do the most that I can do. But once we get other people knowing how to do this too, there's going to be tons of people out there teaching other people too. I never entertained this, but would like to learn more. Yes, very good. Where were the classes video? The videos are going to be, there's going to be, I got a platform where I just host them. So I'm just going to, I think I'll get your email and you go on in and you use your email to log in and make a password. And then I've started uploading videos. I already have my online course for growing plants like Keep On Growing. And it was on Thinkific. I've already started moving it over to this one. So it's kind of hard to explain the online course and how it's hosted, but it's going to be in one place. Basically, you're going to go to like one web page and it's going to have you sign in. Will be like your username will be your email and your password that you pick. I won't know your password. So you're going to have to keep track of those because some people on Thinkific were contacting me. I'm like, I don't know your password. So they have to contact the platform itself. So, but keep track of platforms. And it's just going to be a place for the videos. And then I'll have, if I can't do it on that platform, I'll do it on our Facebook group. So it's not just out in the internet somewhere. There'll be a group where we can all get together and people have questions, can post questions. I can answer it. Other people can answer. If they understand what I'm talking about, they can jump in and answer it. Whenever I get a thought that I think can help somebody, I can just post it up there. I don't have to make like a YouTube video and put it up. So there's a lot of stuff going into it. And like I said, I don't want to bore everybody that, you know, that's not interested in it, but I'll explain it all and we'll start like early next week. And it'll be up there. Once you're in, it's like lifetime access. So even if you have to work, because I know everyone's not off all the time, right? And you fall a little behind, you know, then that's okay. You can watch some other videos and you can catch up on the weekends. It's going to be easy. So just keep an eye out. And if you answered yes, you're interested on one of those other posts, there was like hundreds of people that did that. I'm going to be going back after I just post a generic one. I'm going to go back and like start messaging people. If I don't see them in there, I say, here's the information you were interested in last week. So we'll find everyone, and I'll be putting more videos up on YouTube and TikTok, and kind of just explaining this and where to go. And real quick before we get going, I almost started together my RV to start a mobile. Hey, that would be cool, a mobile thrift store. Let me take a quick sip, and I'm going to explain one more thing to y'all. Another way I'm going to help. If you went out and decided to do this by yourself, you're all on your own. And that's what a lot of creators, believe it or not, only less than 1% like succeed, like get above 100,000. And I'm not saying, not everybody wants to get up to 100,000. You can have 1,000 people that you're just serving stuff to, and I can teach you how to make a little bit of revenue off of that, where you can keep going on and on. And then it doesn't have to be, everything doesn't have to be viral. But if you go on over and say, is joining paying a monthly membership fee required at? No, there's not going to be any fee. Now, if you get to doing it and setting up a channel, and you've got all your links set up, and you're getting everything rolling, and you need me to hold your hand and want me to do like personal service, on a one-to-one basis, or a couple people, I might be doing a little coaching or something. But this is like a general, like we're talking here. And how many people are in here? 50, 60 or something. And some of you get asked questions, and if you ask a question, it might be a question like 4 other people are thinking of. So there's not going to be, it's going to be a free course. Y'all get in there, get out, and that's going to take a lot of the pressure off of me, because I'm just going to be offering free information, helping as much as I can. But if I was charging you, I would feel obligated to have things structured just right, and to make my videos just right, and to answer all your questions like right away, like every day going through. See what I'm saying? But if I go on over and just say, hey, this is what we're going to do, I'm going to do my best just to get information to you. It doesn't matter if you watch it or you don't, or whatever, or if you think you don't need to go that route and you want to do something else, and you already understand what I'm talking about. You don't have to, like on YouTube, they want you to watch a whole video and everything, right? If you go in there and you start watching it and you understand what I'm talking about, you don't have to watch it. There's no pressure. So it's going to take a lot of the pressure off of me and you. So it takes away that friction. You go in, and I just teach you guys what I've been doing for 7 years. You get the benefit to pick my brain, and I help you all set up all your stuff and everything. And like I said, if who knows, if you get to where you're doing good and you want to really go at it, where you want to go part-time or full-time, and you need a little bit more help coaching or something, I can always talk about that or entertain that down the road or something. I've helped several creators before, but that's what kind of got my brain going, is if I help like a couple of people doing that, how many people could I help for free? And where I didn't have to worry about, all of the like trying to make the perfect video and the audio. If I get on here and I have something important to tell you, and it's just important, it's just a free course where I'm trying to get information to you, and the audio isn't coming out right, or you can hear my air conditioner going, are you really going to care? But if I have like a paid course and you're paying money and you think you're in there, people start to nitpick things. And then there's this little friction between us where I'm trying to teach you something, you're trying to extract as much as you want, and I want to get rid of all that. I want to just put all my stuff out there for you. You take it, you use it, and we'll see where it goes from there. Was that like a big, long answer to a tiny question? So that kind of gives you an idea what happens. That's why we're talking for 3 hours this morning. There was like 3 other people asking me questions. They would ask a question like that, and I would like ramble on for 20 minutes, and I'd have to stop myself. Here's what's going to happen. Like I said, so I'm going to be helping y'all. You're not on your own. Most people that fail is because they go out there, watch a bunch of videos, try to make their own video, upload, watching all this stuff, trying to do all the things, and they're on their own. And I call it wearing all the hats. people don't understand this, but back when YouTube and all these social medias first started, it was vlogging. You're picking up a camera and just talking to it, and those people got views. It's not like that anymore. We're competing with television. All of the advertisers, money's going away from that to here, and I think they made I don't know how many $100 billion in advertising on YouTube. So, and it's expected to grow. So we're competing with like all the big boys. That's why you see all the big channels and you see all the news channels and you see all the stuff that wasn't here before, right? So you'd be on your own against all of that. So I'm going to help y'all. And I've got a little bit of a presence. I'm not like a huge YouTuber or anything. But what we're going to do is different things. Like this is one idea. This to give you an idea of the things that I've got planned inside of that course is that we're going to, besides setting all your stuff up in that, we're going to teach people like if you're going to grow something, right? Right now, just kind of keep this in the back of your head if you're interested in doing that, because one of the first projects is going to be, you know how we use reuse containers and just recycle ones? I'm going to start saying in some of my videos, and I'll make some little quick videos, and I'm going to say, you can grow in just about anything. And I'll say, this is a ramen tray, or this is a milk jug, right? So I'll do videos like that, and then I'll put a hashtag, and we'll figure out something like keep on growing or just KOG or something that nobody has yet. And you guys grow stuff, whatever I'm doing, you do some stuff like that. And then my audience that's out there, when I do a video, I can say, you know, you can grow in just about anything. I did this, and Carol did this. Check out what she did. And I can have a picture of you, or if you have a short video, or if you start a channel, I can have your channel pop up there. And then let's go check out them. And then if everybody uses the hashtag, I can search the hashtag on a video, or I can do it on a live stream, and we can go down the videos. And if yours is in there and other people are seeing it, you know, not us that's all in here, but it goes out, you know, to the internet. And if other people see it and your channel looks good and the thumbnail looks good, then you're going to get traffic that you usually wouldn't get. And these will be people that are interested in the stuff that we're doing. And that's the kind of traffic you want there. So we're going to be able to help each other out that way. All of you that are doing it, once I do it, you amongst yourselves can do it too. Not everything has to be pointing back to me. All of a sudden, Carol can be doing it, and she might be friends with Jen, and she can do her video and say, you know, you can grow in just about anything. And I did this, and look what Jen did. And I have a picture of Jen's channel. And all of a sudden, you guys are doing the stuff. And that's just like one idea. So that's what we're going to be doing. And like a project that I think will be easy, it'll be interesting. It'll be teaching people to save stuff that's going into the landfill or into the trash, that you can grow stuff. So we'll have like a little message behind of it. And then it can show like different ways. So I won't do like 100 different ways of doing it, you know, so I can do 1, 2, 3 and do it so many weeks, and then see all the other people that are doing it too, and then start highlighting everybody else's channel. So if you're a brand new channel, and then I'll teach you the little nuances of it. If you've seen the little short videos that we do, those are like really popular right now. You can get a lot of organic traffic, and a lot of you out there have a better chance at getting more traffic than I do right now, because I've been around and mine's getting shown to a certain crowd, and the new people who come on, they're going to test you at first to see if people like what you put out, and they're going to see if people respond to it. And if they do, they'll give you more and more. So they're going to be experimenting with you guys when you first come out. So everybody's got a chance, and it has never been like that before. We always came out and there was like the people getting the big views, the big channels, and the smaller guys. And now they're mixing it up. And you guys know, when you look at YouTube and you look through the homepage or browsing, you're going to see videos with millions of views, and then you're going to see one with 200 views. And it's kind of mixed up and peppered in now. So that's where we all have the chance. And that's all kind of stuff that I can teach you and talk about inside the course. Like I said, I didn't want try to explain a whole ball of wax. I just want to let you know I am working on that stuff. It's going to start next week, and we don't have to rush. I'm going to get people in there, do an introduction. We'll have an introduction. I'll go over an outline, and then we'll start going through it. And if everybody needs more time and we need to take it slow, It's not like YouTube or Facebook where I have to have like a video out every Monday or something. This is if we need to slow down at a certain part because more and more people kind of can't get over that hump, we can slow down and we can get everybody. This is like pushing everybody up the hill, right? And trying to help everybody get up the hill and for everybody to succeed. And then if I talk about one topic and everybody gets it and there's no questions, like cool, everybody understands, on to the next step. So we'll go at our own pace. We're just going to play it by ear. Barbara, how are you doing? Hello. Love to recycle, and my brother said he's going to come along. Yeah, that's just something, that's a popular thing, and we can call it like zero waste or upcycling or anything like that. And then we just tag it. And like I said, and I'll be able to show, I've got you guys, it's just like take advantage of me. If I'm offering that, when I first started, if there was somebody else in my niche that had a bigger audience and would show my stuff, I would have jumped on it. But, most of them, it's all like everybody wants to, what they call collab. And you do this for me and I'll do this for you. And like I said, and all of a sudden there's that friction and stuff. And they only do like a one-off. They collab once and it's it. And that's not what I'm talking about. Is I'm going to be with you guys. This is like the beginning of a relationship. So if you guys need help, we're not just going to do this and make one thing. And I'm going to show you channel once that you grew some microgreens. And then I'm done with Jen, right? It's going to be, all right, we'll do that. If it works good, we'll do it again. We'll do the little dog food containers that I get, or takeout trays, and just anything you can grow. And there's no right or wrong, and we'll just show what everybody's doing. We can get together in that group or my Facebook group and figure out a strategy how to do it and how to get everybody attention. And like I said, it all doesn't have to point back to me. Once you guys, if we're in the group and a couple of you are like from Louisiana and you grow the same thing or kind of the same and you start hitting it off, you can start talking about the stuff that you grow and where you are, and you can start pointing people back and forth over there and helping each other. So hopefully this breaks off into like little other subgroups. And I don't care if anybody even says keep on growing from there. It's just that they take the information that they learn and pay it forward and keep helping other people. Like for president, I'm just a dude. I want to be able to do that. I appreciate that though. I did talk somebody into running for president one time on YouTube, so that's a funny story. We'll talk about that one time. And let me get through here real quick. I love recycling in my garden. My brother makes it fun in a good way for me, in a good way. Yeah, it's awesome. Let's see. Is there a replay? I missed the early part. Yeah, if you come back, YouTube, it'll be under live. If you go YouTube and Facebook, my main page, if you go right under it, there's a tab and it says like videos, shorts, and live. And if you don't see it, there'll probably be 3 dots. You click and it'll have more, like on Facebook. And just look for live, and this one will pop up there. It'll be the first one. And if I need to, I might take this one. How long? 44 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and cut it before I go to an hour, and go ahead and download this, and I'll upload it as a regular video. So you might see it pop up again, but then people who didn't catch it live, it'll go out to the internet again, and just like the stuff I'm going to show you. So that's just the plan. Like I said, I can sit here and talk. I talked with these 3 individuals this morning about it, and we talked for 3 hours. So I don't want to keep you all here for 3 hours. We got plenty more to do. I jump on for a minute or two like tomorrow, but I want to take up everybody Sunday, and I'll be putting it together. And Monday or Tuesday, we'll have it open where people can at least start signing up and getting in. And as they get in, I'll just have an introduction. And then, like I said, we'll just play it by ear and see, if just 100 people come in, they can come in and I can get stuff ready and rolling in that. But if like 400, 600 people like show up right off the bat, it's going to take a little bit more organizing, but I'm going to do my best to help as many people as I can. So just be patient with me for this next week as we get things set up. Bye, everyone. Got to go. We'll catch you later, Alicia. Thank you. The Repurposed Gardener. Hey, that's cool. Seeing somebody, that's a channel name. And if you start it, Paul, you can use that. That's one thing that everybody's got to pick. Like, we'll keep on growing. people struggle. They start and they sit there and keep trying to think up names. That's an awesome name. There might be one out there. I have no idea, but you could be the repurposed gardener from Florida, or the repurposed gardener. Just add something to it. But that's an awesome name. My best is collecting bumpers from accidents. Oh, I'm making. That's pretty cool. It's where I get my bumper crop. That's pretty cool. Thank you for your, no problem. Like I said, we're all in this together, right? And if I give you guys any value, if I help you at all, pay it forward. Just go help somebody else. Smile at somebody tomorrow. Give somebody a hug. Make them feel good. And we're all in this together. Ban Everything. He grows a lot of stuff. I see him in my channel. I did well growing micro-door tomatoes, cracky buckets. See, and if you add all that on a channel and putting it out, just let us know. This is stuff where we're just going to help everybody else out. Thank you. Yes, there we go, Mess Garden. You've got a channel already, so you jump in. You already know how to do videos. So if you need help, we'll help you just get yours growing a little bit more. My internet's too slow for a channel. That's all right. Guess what? I started my channel, and ours was at 1/2 of a megabyte. I was at the end of the line, and our internet was always going out. To upload a 2-minute video, I would have to start uploading it, and I would go to sleep and wake up and see if it came on. So you don't need, as long as you can upload, unless it like cuts off every 2 seconds, you can even go somewhere. I had a mobile hotspot that I got and did prepaid and just did it in my office. So different things. We can talk about all that. I'm going to put the music on, put a little background, let this go for 5 minutes so everybody can say goodnight and thank you to everybody. And if you guys have been talking amongst yourselves, say hello or say goodnight and goodbye, and we'll see y'all later. And just watch out for it. I'll put stuff up. You won't be able to miss it because people are like, what the heck is this? It's not gardening, but actually it is. So it's just part of the master plan. All right. Good night, everybody. Hello from New Zealand. April, how are you doing? Email address, please. Okay, let me pop my email address here real quick. If anybody who's still here, if you want to make sure you're going to be in it, here's my email. 1 second. Here's my email. And if you email me, it says keep on growing. Notice there's no G right there, right? It's keepongrowing1@gmail.com. Copy that down exactly. And email me, and you don't have to type too much. Just put, I'm interested in the online course. And then I'll have your name and I'll have your email right there. And when I get this all together, then you'll make sure that you're one that I put in there. So if you want to, I didn't even think about that. Somebody just asked about email. So see, I'm just putting all this together right now. So that's my email. Another thing you can do is if you're on Facebook and you're watching, message me on Facebook or Instagram, and what I can do is tag you, not tag you, you won't see it, but I tag the message with online course, and then those all go into one special folder. So when I get it ready, I can click on that and I can see the people that said they're interested. And what I'll do is just go back and answer them. I'll just post a link and give them a message to the online course. So wherever you're at, if you want to do email, you can do it here, or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. All righty. Any more questions before we head on out of here? I'm going to, like I said, I'll put some background music on. This is, we can't feed the world, but maybe we can teach the world how to feed itself, right? All right. Good night. Thank you. I forgot to write it down a couple of nights ago. Okay. Oh, Carol, yeah. Okay, so you got it now, right? Hot. Yeah, it's hot. Hello from Kansas. Hillbilly. Hey, Dan, what's up? I'm interested in the online course. Okay, just grab this email and just email me. And like I said, it's going to be free. It's going to be ongoing, and it's going to be lifetime access. So anytime you have questions and you need to come back, refresh your memory on something, it's always going to be there. Good night to everyone. Good night, Carol. else do we have here? A from Georgia. Hello. In case you want to copy and paste. Yeah, did you put it in there, or I can go ahead and type it in there? I didn't think about that. Did anybody do it? Keep on growing1 at gmail.com. I did. I typed it in. I think that people aren't allowed to post links in the chat. So if you do it, it might, if you can't see it or everyone else can't see it, it's just because that's one of the settings. And that's just so that people aren't like clicking off of here and going to some sketchy site somewhere. And so it's just the moderators and hosts can type it in. But I appreciate it. And that just reminded me so I could put it in there. All right. Good night, y'all. Exhausted from building a foundation for a Chinese greenhouse. Cool. All righty. Much love. I'm going to mute myself here.